In sports, it is important for everyone to take part in making the team successful. More specifically, we are seeing more women step up in their roles in male-based sports, one of which would be football.
I think because of what you said, because it is a male-dominated sport. You know, a lot of people will say that I'm in a male-dominated role because athletic directors in Texas, there's probably 1,200 of them. There's 1,200 school districts, and I would say 10% of them are females. I just think it's important for young girls, middle-aged women. It's important for everyone to know that we are welcome everywhere, right? That football is not just for boys, that there's a place for us in there as well.
Director of Football Operations Rana Ramos is helping the football team behind the scenes, resulting in the best eligibility rate in the 3 years Rock Hill has been open.
I first started this role and I went into the stadium for the first time and I looked into the stands. I realized that this is much bigger than anything that I've ever been a part of. And I realized that coming out on Meet the Blue Hawk Night that there might be some kid in the stands that might say, I want to be her one day because she just looks awesome out there with all of these other people. And I would say to any kid, whether you were in my softball program or you were in football or sitting in the stands, that anything that you put your mind to, you can do.
Along with helping the players and the coaches on the field, Coach Ramos is also taking charge of making the team thrive. Additionally, the football manager's dedication to the football team and the sport as a whole is an integral part of the team's success.
Okay, so I would say for the most part, I was going into being a manager like blind. So I had just heard that it was an opportunity for me to get my athletic period, and I decided that was like enough for me. And so I joined, and what made me stay was it was like being a team. It was being a part of a team. And so I knew that they saw my value in the team, and I appreciated that they appreciated me. And so that's what really got me to stay.
Having female coaches and staff contributing to the success of the team on the field shows just how important of a role women have in Blue Hawk football and the potential they have to impact male-based sports on higher levels in the future. For Hilltop News, I'm Samantha Mitchell.
As the first whistle blows, another game towards a new future begins. And with football growing every day, there are more opportunities for women to be involved on the sidelines. Taylor Touchstone aims to inspire women who want to get more involved in the sport.
My main goal of being in the association is making a statement, a positive statement for women and for my children. I'm also okay just setting a good example for young women and any woman, whatever age, that had thought about doing something like this, whether it's football or firefighting or welding or things that have been put as a name for men, you know. Anything they want to do, they can. You know, it just takes work.
While more involvement for women in football is becoming a possibility, more organizations such as the NFL Women's Forum are programs created specifically to help women achieve more. Starting at Oklahoma State University, Isabel Diaz always had a passion for football, more specifically coaching. Using the NFL Women's Forum, she now holds a staff position for the Indianapolis Colts and encourages others to achieve their goals.
I think maybe you don't know, and being okay with voicing and being like, hey, I don't know this, but like I'm willing to learn. So how do I do this? How do I learn that? And especially for me, it's like I haven't done too much on special teams before. This is my first year of special teams, and so everything is new to me. And then also I'm a sponge. I'm literally such a sponge right now, and when I say a sponge, like anything that comes my way, I want to learn it, I want to absorb it, and I want to keep growing. And that's what's going to make me better in my job and make me better in my career as well.
Isabel Diaz is the first woman to hold a full-time coaching position in franchise history. And while she plans to continue her career in coaching, people like her are becoming a more common sight on the sidelines at all levels.
I think it's very powerful for them as well, right? Because then that strong personality, some people are pretty turned off by a strong personality, whether it be male or female. Well, I think the more that kids are around it, it just becomes second nature. So if these kids by 4th, 5th grade, they see a female in athletics already, and I think that's so amazing for the boys to see that, the girls to see that hey, this is just second nature now, right? It's not a big deal to us.
Despite adversity, more women are settling into positions in the sports industry. For Hilltop News, I'm Alexander Jones.